Alright, so the Florida Project. This is directed by Sean Baker, who's directed the movie Tangerine, which I've never seen, however, it is on my list. Now this is starring all pretty much new cast, except for Willem Dafoe, starring two prominent people, one a 6-year-old little girl, and her mother. That 6-year-old girl's name's Brooklynn Prince, who plays the 6-year-old girl Mooney, who's just a little kid who's just literally just going around doing random things with her friends in this kind of motel that they live in. And it's this really colorful motel in Florida that they live in. It's really just all this purple, and you see them just doing random things, from eating ice cream under the stairs, spitting on cars, pissing off a lot of people, but also just like begging people for change to get ice cream at, when they're like miles away. Mother's a newcomer, Haley, who is played by Bria Vinaite. These are both newcomers here, both Bria and Brooklynn, and they do fantastic work here. So this mother is just trying to take care of this little 6-year-old little girl, Mooney, and all the while she's really just letting the kid just be a kid. Honestly, that's something that's just going on through this entire movie. It's interlaid shots going back and forth between just moments in the 6-year-old kid's life, and also just moments that this mom is trying to deal with. But also, meanwhile, Willem Dafoe is a manager of this motel, this area that they live in, and he's just trying to be a father figure for both, honestly, Mooney and also Haley, the mom. He's just trying to take care of, and really just, the kids are just doing a lot of crazy stuff. They actually do a really, really crazy thing that kind of just, I'm not going to get into because I don't want to get into spoilers. That really kind of sets the tone and divides a lot of the things in this movie. The movie seems like a combination of just a really kind of coming-of-age film, some really nice moments where you can see it's really just fun things, but it's also really intense drama, and also just really portraying a certain area and demographic of the country that is really just not exactly what it all seems. It's kind of just this American dream of Disney. That's what Florida really looks like. It looks like it's this big tourist trap. So that's going to lead me straight to my pros and my cons. I'm not going to really talk too much about the story. It's just really just the everyday happenings of this little girl, the mom, and then also Willem Dafoe just trying to take care of all this random crazy stuff that is going on around them. But so the pros in this movie, I really enjoyed the color palettes of this movie. A lot of the scenes and set designs were just gorgeous. This is a beautiful film filled with purple, orange, yellow, green, you name it. A lot of bright colors are on this screen. However, a lot of it's really natural. A lot of it's really natural shots, and also just natural settings. A lot of the buildings are just beautiful. And then also, speaking of the camera work is just gorgeous in this too. There's a lot of sweet and amazing tracking shots that are just going through every kind of scene and really just kind of making it more intimate. But also there's lots of really long shots that just kind of just show you this world of this Florida project. And project is what the play on the words. It's really just a projects kind of thing. It's really kind of a slum, and in the middle of this tourist place that everyone goes to, obviously to the most magical place on earth, being Disney. And it's really just one of those things that you see this tiny microcosm of a kind of a terrible living situation in this world of the fun and colors and all this stuff. So it's a really weird dichotomy there. And the camera shots do really lend their service to this, because it's a gorgeous film, but also there's good long shots. There's also really close, intimate shots that really just get pull on your heartstrings a little bit, because this movie is really kind of comical, also very dramatic, and also just kind of a silly movie. It's got a lot of coming-of-age moments, and also a lot of repercussions for a lot of their actions that they do in this movie. So it's really hard for me to describe it. But another thing is the acting. The acting is phenomenal, especially for the two newcomers. Both the 6-year-old kid and the mother do such a fantastic job in this. Haley does a fantastic job as a mother, even though it seems like she makes all the wrong moves in this movie. And she just plays it off really, really well, but also at the same time, it's just really intense. And a lot of the things that she does. I've met many people in my life who are like Haley, and so I understand where this is coming from. Also, the 6-year-old girl just does a fantastic job. I mean, she's just so cute, but also at the same time, she's a little kid. And so are her little friends, and the little friends are really, really cool too. And they're just, doing little kid things. They're just going around doing random shit. And that's literally what I did as a kid. And that just reminds me when I, was younger, and I used to go around the neighborhoods and just, throw rocks at each other and we probably shouldn't have done that, but that's what we did around that time, is we kind of just dealt with the situation we were given. So that's something that I really enjoyed. Also, Willem Dafoe did a very fantastic job here. He worked so well with all these people. He had some really comical moments, and also he was going through some things with his, I believe, son in this movie as well, who you can see some tension and some drama there. So what do I give this movie? I think initially I give this movie a 4 out of 5. This movie was really great. I need to really think about it a little bit more. It could potentially be higher or lower, honestly, but initially I think this movie is definitely worth a watch. You need to see this movie. It's a gorgeous movie. It'll pull on your heartstrings, but also at the same time, it's an odd thing, and the ending is a little strange as well. But I'm not going to give that away. But it really it sets the whole tone of the movie, and it sends it home to you. So I want to know your thoughts on the Florida Project, if you've seen it or not. Give me a like, comment below. I want to hear your thoughts. Give it a share, and also don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm not jonesing around.